All right, here we are, beginning the adventure. Does he look like he's dressed for an airplane?
Are you sure the car seat stroller? Yes. How many bags are checking for them?
The adventure begins. Word.
Please adjust your seat backs to their upright positions. Restow your tray tables. And if you're next to a window, please raise your window shades at this time.
Wheels up. Whoa, I felt that one. With a whip. There it is in the fog. Small, see it. There's the ocean. That didn't take long. That's like El Segundo, Westchester.
Especially Dad with his vest on. Look at this. Look at this guy. Get a load of this guy.
Who has two thumbs and loves Hawaii? This guy.
Here.
Flight attendants, please be at the cab before arrival.
That's some pretty water.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Whoa. Oh, that's great. You look like such tourists, I hate it.
Airbus 321. All right, here we go. Boeing 717. We got off the Airbus 321, the slightly smaller Boeing 717. Kids are really excited. Don't they look excited looking in their monitors? You want to do that? That's what you want to do when you grow up, maybe? It's interesting. Look at all the...
Oh, yeah?
Start with the Air Force. That's a good end. Yeah, thank you. Marco, what happened to your window? It's going to be imaginary. But look at what the window, if you had one, would be right here at the engine. Oh man, we're going to miss all the cool mountain flying in.
Stop requested.
Oh, she's super nice. You know what? She's from my hometown. Yeah, I'm from Cali. She's from Guadalupe. I'm actually from Nicole.
Yeah, it's a dank. It's a little dank.
But I like it. It's homey.
I don't mind. We ain't staying here, hanging in the room. They could have put a little Polynesian art on the wall. Let's see.
If you're long enough, it might be worth it to hang up our clothes. How does this?
Hold on, let's get some. There we go. That's a little something, something. So here we are, Waikiki Beach. You can see how touristy it is, huh? This is crazy. Oh, the sun is setting behind there already. Where's the boy?
I don't know, but the water over here is perfect. Here, I'm gonna put my stuff down. Where are you gonna be? I want to set my
I
stuff
won't be in
down.
wherever you are. There's the boy.
Hey, Daddy, I'm gonna put some high waves. Actually, I don't trust them even here.
Yeah, they're probably going to come in. Here, why don't you put them back?
Well, wherever you're gonna be.
I'll be where it's dry, right here.
Marker right here.
In the dry, right there. That's good, right there.
Okay, I'm just coming back for a really good
It's crazy. It's very much Hawaii, no doubt about it.
Oh, my shorts is so crazy. Daddy, I'm gonna put my shorts in the backpack when it gets down.
Yeah, and your phone too, anything.
They already got it.
Hard Rock, Honolulu. Always one. What? Oh, this is the restaurant. It's kind of cool. The guitars is the one. Look over here. Let's go see. Beetles. Oh, they're like little sparrowy looking birds. Look at these guys with the red. Design for the hotel room. Let's see that puddle of water right by there. Where's that puddle coming from? Oh, why? Because the friggin' shower's right there. They could have put that anywhere, like over there.
The photo on your device is an image of the staircase before the carpet was installed. This grand staircase served the royal family, guests and the household staff going about their daily chores. And he used these to help him win in battles against rival chiefs. Another big change in Hawaiian society happened during the reign of Kamehameha II, who was king from 1819 through 1824. Author Robert Louis Stevenson. The room is arranged for a small yet formal breakfast or dinner. The table is set with French china decorated with the coat of arms of the Hawaiian Kingdom. There is also an assortment of French, English, and American flatware and fine Bohemian crystal in the dining area. A small storage area called the butler's pantry was also here. This was a place to plate food and stack dirty dishes that welcomed visitors. It's decorated with both Hawaiian and Western symbols of power. To either side of the thrones are kahili, or feather standards. The ones you see here are modern. The white kahili are Laysan albatross feathers, chosen to replicate kahili carried during Kalakaaua's 1883 coronation. Observe the pulo'ulo'u, also known as kapu stick, located between the thrones. It's covered with gold leaf and is pierced by a tusk of a narwhal. Pulo'ulo'u are traditional symbols of rank. body was brought through the palace gates. What did King Kalakaua's bedroom look like during his lifetime? Take a close look at the large black and white photograph to find out. It was taken before electric lights were installed. Take a close look. As you can see, he kept a mix of furniture and objects from Hawaii and from around the world. Production of an original quilt that's too fragile to display. Look for the large blue vase edition of Don Quixote de la Mancha and photo albums of Pompeii and Paris. Kalakaua was the type of king who made quite an impression. Those who met him often described him as highly intelligent and well-traveled. He was the first head of state to visit the United States. The song you heard is Hawaii Pono'i. Look for the sheet music on the sofa. These
Queen's bedroom.
This is where Queen Kapiolani dressed for formal occasions. She was the granddaughter of King Kamuali'i, the last king of Kauai. Her upbringing at the court of Kamehameha IV taught her, at an early age, the duties and responsibilities of royalty. No matter what she was doing, fabrics are thought to be leftover pieces from dresses created for the queen and her ladies-in-waiting. Throughout the quilt, you'll see carefully embroidered details. The center block includes the Hawaiian coat of arms, an embroidery recording some of the happier times in the queen's life. Her birth, her proclamation as heir apparent, and her ascension to the throne. The Ikoi brothers and their mother, Princess Kekaulike, once lived here, but in 1895, Queen Liliuokalani was imprisoned in this room for almost 8 months. How did this happen? In 1893, Liliuokalani proposed changes to the existing constitution that would restore power to the crown and return voting rights to Native Hawaiians. A small group of influential people fought against these changes. They wanted something very different, for the Hawaiian monarchy to come to an end and for Hawaii to become part of the United States. So they called for the queen to be overthrown. They gained the support of the American minister John Stevens, who ordered U.S. troops to land on Hawaiian soil. On January 17, 1893, a provisional government, which is a sort of emergency temporary government, was put in place. 18 months after Queen Liliuokalani was removed from the throne, a group of her supporters began planning to return her to power. In the summer of 1894, their plans turned into action. They started gathering weapons. The Republic of Hawaii, then in control of the islands, heard of these plans. In the fall of 1894, the Republic arrested the men who were involved. In 1993, President Clinton signed a formal apology to the Hawaiian people, issued by the United States Congress. It acknowledged that the overthrow and annexation of Hawaii had been unlawful. Today, this sacred site stands as a powerful symbol of Hawaii's former independence and proud heritage.
And they get big on ribbons and ceremony.
Yeah.
Okay, check this out. 13,880 carats. too shabby. Look, they had a lot of Mason symbols. Check out the kitchen. Dumb waiters. I could do some cooking in here.
Then squeeze forward and outward. Your regulator comes with it. Put it back in your mouth and clear it, like you just learned. You can find your regulator at the service this way too. Water may trickle into your mask during the dive, and it's a pain to surface just to get it out. It's easier to clear it where you are.
We're on the Snoopy 5. Tell us what you saw. What we saw. Big sea turtles.
Eel.
An eel with some big teeth, some big sea turtles, trumpet fish. What'd you see?
Stingray fish.
Stingray. She saw a stingray. Good day of diving. Morning.
I guess it's not a good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. What?
Good morning.
Good
There
morning.
you go. Aloha. Aloha mai no kakahiaka kako. So formal good morning from me to everyone. My name is Uncle D. I'll be your long lost uncle all day long. You never knew you had in Hawaii. So please treat me like ohana. And what does ohana mean? Family. That's the same way you're going to be treated, just like ohana. But I am born in here in Hawaii as a native Hawaiian. So I am a Kanaka Maole. Okay, I am a Hawaiian born. I'm not a local that comes from New York. They lived here 3 years and they call themselves local. That's an implant. We call them imitation crab. I'm the real crab. Okay, now I do teach at a college. I've been doing tours for 28 years and my doctorate degree is in anthropology.
Nice.
So this will be my moving classroom all day long. So if anything interests you throughout the day, rudely interrupt me and ask a question. It kind of goes like this. Uncle D, yo, what was that tree? Where? About 20 minutes, we passed it. Don't do that to me again. That's at that time and point, okay? It's all good. Today we're going to be doing 96 miles, halfway around the island, and we'll come back to Waikiki. So there's a lot of places we're going to stop, but when I say 5-10 minutes here, do the 5-10 minutes, because you see how much people are waiting. There's going to be about 1,000 people out there, and when we meet up with this 1,000 people, you lose me and I lose sight of you. So we want to keep together and be on time, because if you want to wait in line 2 hours just to eat and you're hungry, you're going to get pissed off. Let me do my thing and take you to the islands the way local style does. Okay? Local style. You guys want to eat at a Hawaiian style local restaurant? Backyard style?
Yeah. Yes.
You guys want to get ready for the crowd? Okay, gang. I got that going on. Now, this is our meal for lunch right here. Boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Each lunch cost is $17.50. You know, I live here. I come from a nice place. I have to come back into the city.
Yeah.
Then I go back home to relax in the country. So you got to face all the crowd. But on the way back, well, we're waiting just to get informed you. Okay, this is the island of Oahu. Can you see this? Looks like a shoe. I kind of bought from Ross's, very cheap. Here's the heel. This is the toe of the shoe. You put the shoe onto the top. Can you see the whole island now? We're in Waikiki right now. We're going to travel all this. Coastal Drive. And then we'll come back to Waikiki. That's 96 miles. Along the way we do have stops, but the state of Hawaii does not allow tourist buses with the PUC license to stop anywhere they want to. We are licensed to go particular places. If not, we are fined. So that's why everyone snorkels right here after lunch. So if you want to spend your time snorkeling with about 500 people messing up the water that you can't see visibility very well, let's go out throughout the day. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, let's go. Let's try to get ahead of the crowd. But I'm not going to push you. But these people are. So now this is setting us behind, stopping at another place sets us behind. So just understand that, okay? Your Uncle D tells you straight up.
Is that where the turtles are?
Up here.
Yeah.
We're gonna snorkel with turtles. If you don't want to snorkel, you don't have to, but you can be out of the water snorkeling, and you probably see more turtles out of the water than being in the water. Okay.
Sounds good.
Marshland. You see those potatoes, the sweet potatoes, the rice patties, and the kalo, the taro, which is poi that people don't eat at in luau's, was grown here. But when builders wanted to build Waikiki, they took the spring water and they packed it down with landfill. Most of the water went back into the ocean, Some went into the Alawai Canal. And then they built Waikiki of all these buildings, making it a visitor's destination. Now Waikiki will consist of 3 main streets that takes the length drive of Waikiki. We just came off the middle street called Kuhio Avenue, which is 2 directions. Furthest out is the Alawai Canal, one way, this direction. And we are now on the beachfront, Kalakaua Avenue, in this direction. Now these 3 main streets will take the length drive of Waikiki. Otherwise, to pinpoint your destination, you have to soul your way through all these one-way streets. And that's the biggest hint I can ever give anybody to go into Waikiki and find their places. You gotta use the 3 main streets. Now we're coming to the end of Waikiki because the beginning starts about a mile back. We're coming to the end. Now at the end of Waikiki we have the Honolulu Zoo. Now if you've seen a zoo before, don't waste your money here. The zoo is small. It's a good zoo, but it's a walking zoo. There's no safari rides. It's not big enough for a safari. So it's a walking zoo. To our left is the Honolulu Zoo. Now coming up, the park in front of us to the front left is called Iolani Park, named after one of our queen, Elizabeth Iolani. Now this is actually the 2nd largest park on the island from the ocean as magma, lava. Magma coming from the center of the earth brought with it microminerals, zinc, iron, calcium, potassium, and magnesium, and it formed lava. It made the Hawaiian Islands. But as it hardens, it becomes a black cindered rock. So in the early days of whaling ships, missionary ships, and discovery ships, the sun used to beat all this black cindered rock, causing glitters of light into the ocean, catching the attention of the explorers. The captain said, could it be? Is it? Turn the ship. Head to the diamonds. Diamond heading. Diamond head. Because of the calcite crystals that was found in the black cindered rock. It's how diamond got its name. Okay, now family, as you will see cars to the right and some to the left.
There it is, 1916.
These are all surfers. We call them dawn patrol. They're up before the chickens and the sunrise. They'll take their surfboards and they'll find a paved path or trail heading down to the beach.
This is a petroglyph. We're here to snorkel with the turtles.
There's another one right there, so that's 2.
We'll be snorkeling out there checking them out.
COVID is in the air. Malama kikino la, vela oi, vela oi. Take care of each other. But like our last queen said before she died, she said these words, Homai a'aoi, which means do not forget me. I am your Uncle D. Hopefully, Homai a'aoi, I won't be forgotten. So from this point on, Ohana, please read chapter 3 to 12, and tomorrow we discuss how the Wesleys won.
Nice.
Class is dismissed.
Yeah, Uncle D. The 10% blood.
We live on a Hawaiian homestead land. The land that was taken from us was 180,000 acres. We were promised 1/3 of that. It wasn't given back to us. So they want to give us X amount of land. It's called Hawaiian homestead land. To live on this homestead land, we must be 50% Hawaiian or more in order to live on this land. It's not a reservation, it's called homestead. And to be Hawaiian is the land that we live on. These are homestead land. $1 a year, we have to lease our own land that we used to own. The lease is for 99 years. But we have to be 50% or more. But because the blood is mixture with all diverse cultures, the blood is now lessening to 36% is the next level. If that continues to fall, we'll go at 26. If that continues to fall, 6% is the lowest they can go. If the blood becomes 6%, there's no more Hawaiians. So they take the land back and they develop whatever they want from there. That's how what they call Hawaiian homestead.
What is Cassandra saying, Marco?
That she's not an adult. I'm not.
How many money? Well, you can see her standing in them with a towel over her head. I think that's a pretty good evidence. You realize you're 15 months away from being 18, right?
Oh my god.
How does punching him in the gut keep you young?
I thought he lifted the towel.
He's always making his James Dean face. He did that when he was a baby. And you have the faces you make from a baby, too. Which you'll be thrilled to know, considering how you don't want to be an adult. You know, your birthday's in 15 months. You'll be 18. My little girl. Oh, my little baby boppy girl. Look at you. You're a beautiful young woman.
Stop.
Shark Tooth Club. Harpoons, bayonet, flint locks. War God. Swivel cannon, 1778. This is what it would look like loading the shells for defending against a sea invasion. Calvary, 1910. I've got a plate, looks just like that. Maybe it's an original. Probably not safe to eat off of. I like the way it folds up though. .6,000 yard range, 3-inch caliber. Stabilizer from a dive bomber. Cobra attack helicopter. Yeah. Okay, we found this place that does crepes and sorbet called Cafe Glace. Crepes, we had the Nutella banana, strawberry with the mango. Sandra has Nutella.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, it only costs $27 for two.
Well, and we got 2 scoops of ice cream, which is normally $5.50 each.
Right. And if you're here, you gotta come for the sunset. It could be a ritual. There's Diamond Head. They evolved to be black to fit in.
Oh, there's more crabs.
Why not?
Look at all the crabs.
They're running away from you.
What? There's so many crabs, I can't. Ow!
Told you to get your shoes. You said it was negative.
Why do my hurts?
hole that we had dug, and it was partially dug to finish up to be a cesspool. And my dad immediately said, jump in the cesspool, because if they shoot the bullets, it will be okay. You know, they'll defuse off of you.
Bombers were just diving and dropping their bombs, and they were shooting, and it was just the word I'm searching for, it was like something horrendous. And we stood on the front porch and watched, and my neighbor was standing on the corner, and when he got shot, and straight and got shot, we all ran into the house and tried to seek some shelter.
The explosion, fortunately, the momentum pushed the bomb away from our automobile. We continued our travel over to the new BOQ. At the new BOQ, I was put between mattresses in the hallway to be protected from debris, flying glass, and whatever else would be caused by it.
Thunderfish, the only torpedo recovered from Japanese. Hear that, Kaz? This is the only one they recovered from the attack, called the Thunderfish, Japanese torpedo. This is what the USS Arizona looks like underwater under the memorial.
But it's not here a little bit special.
Which one is that? The bow is to the left and the stern is to the right.
If you go over here in just a second, you'll be able to see the oil coming up.
That buoy is the bow. It's the front of the ship, that little white buoy right there. That's the front of the ship. And it's a gun turret remnant, so the other side too. It's a little choppy to see. You can smell the oil.
Really?
Yeah, it's still leaking.
That's why, is that why it's black?
Parts of it, yeah. The dark spots is part of the ship.
Oh,
Some of it's oil. Yeah. You saw the model.
Oh, yeah, look.
Multiple waves. This was photographed from a Japanese plane about 8 a.m. That's kind of a cool piece of history to have.
Japanese plane. They took a picture before they bombed?
Yeah, well they did reconnaissance before, but yeah. There's a torpedo bomber there. These are the torpedo attacks
So
coming
all this
in.
got bombed?
Yeah, all this.
Why does it say
Here's the
California?
Arizona. That was the ship name.
They name ships over states?
Yeah,
Nevada,
Maryland, Tennessee. They name after states, generals, presidents. These are the names of Oahu's airfields that were bombed. Here's Diamond Head. We're not over here, Kaz. If this is Diamond Head, we're right here. Sub, and there it showed how many ships it sunk. saying that the Navy adapted from Japan, from Japanese class submarines, and the buzz bomb of Germany to develop this Regalis cruise missile. Whoa, there was only 5 of them.
The day was December 7th, 1941. The day of Japan's surprise attack on the U.S. Pacific Fleet here at Pearl Harbor. The day of our entry into World War II. The memorial stands over the sunken hull of the battleship Arizona. Many of the men who died aboard the Arizona that morning still lie below her decks. Why were so many killed? The road to war between the United States and Japan began long before Pearl Harbor.
From the Japanese advance, which is sweeping over great provinces of northern China.
In 1931, Japanese army extremists seized China's northern province of Manchuria. And in 1937, Japan launched a full-scale invasion of China. War began in Europe 2 years later. Japan watched as Nazi armies occupied the Netherlands and France. Soon Britain was under siege. Far away in Southeast Asia, those European powers had colonies rich in natural resources. Now their colonies were ripe for conquest by Japan, the Nazis' ally. But the United States had interests in Asia too.
American lines are endangered as the invaders are about to storm in.
We were outraged by Japan's aggression in China.
Victims of the calamity of war.
Couldn't allow Japan to dominate the Pacific. To deter Japanese aggression, the United States moved a Pacific fleet out to its base at Pearl Harbor in the Hawaiian Islands.
West Virginia steams from New York Harbor to join the rest of the fleet, ordered to the Pacific.
The backbone of our fleet had always been our battleships, armored giants named for the states of the Union.
To stand on duty in the Pacific, the fleet of the United States.
The USS Arizona was one of them. She was launched in 1915, modernized in 1930, ready to cruise and fight in the vast Pacific. North of Oahu. Still undetected, Nagumo turned his carriers into the wind and launched his planes. First, the fighters. Then the attack planes, carrying special armor-piercing bombs to hit the battleships, or aerial torpedoes modified to run in the shallow waters of Pearl Harbor. Last, the dive bombers. 183 planes in all. 30 minutes later, a second wave of 167 planes followed. At 6:30 a.m., the destroyer Ward sighted a submarine in the restricted waters off Pearl Harbor. Ward opened fire. She sank one of the 5 two-man midget submarines that were part of the Japanese attack force. Ward radioed Naval Headquarters, "We have attacked, fired upon, and dropped depth charges upon a submarine operating in defensive sea area." Minutes later, the radar installation on the north coast detected a large flight of incoming planes. Its operators notified the information center at Fort Shafter. The officer on duty there assumed that the planes were our own B-17s,
Assumed.
due in that day from California. The radar operators were told, "Don't worry about it." The radar had detected the Japanese strike force. At 7:48 a.m., they hit Kaneohe Bay Naval Air Station. At Ford Island Naval Air Station, dive bombers tore apart the seaplanes and their hangars. The radio operator banged out a desperate message. "Air Raid Pearl Harbor, this is not drill." Then, their torpedo planes struck. The cruiser Helena was hit, and the concussion shook apart the old mine layer Oglala. She sank. On the north side of Fort Island, the cruiser Raleigh and the training ship Utah were hit. Utah capsized, taking 58 men with her. Other torpedo planes swung around the harbor entrance and attacked from the south. Their target, the great ships moored along Battleship Road. Within minutes, West Virginia, Oklahoma, and California were all hit and sinking. West Virginia settled on the shallow bottom. Hit by 2 torpedoes, California began to list and would have turned over, but was counterflooded in time. She too sank upright. But Oklahoma rolled over too quickly to be saved. Within minutes, hundreds of seamen were trapped inside. 429 men died with Oklahoma. Arizona, a few minutes after 8. An armor-piercing bomb went through her deck and ignited the forward ammunition magazine. Thousands of tons of ammunition exploded. No one who heard that sound would ever forget it. 1,177 men died in those moments. Caught off guard, men fought back from all around the harbor as best they could. Sailors, soldiers, and Marines showed courage and resourcefulness. Many decorations for valor were won that day. Anti-aircraft fire was soon spoiling the aim of the attacking planes. Navy guns claimed 5 of the 29 torpedo planes that attacked Battleship Road. Only 14 American pilots were able to rise to meet the attackers. They claimed 11 Japanese planes shot down. At about 8:50, the second wave of bombers struck. Hickam and Wheeler Fields were hit again. The second wave smashed the destroyers Cassin and Downs and Dry Dock Number 1. The destroyer Shaw's ammunition stores exploded. Sailors, thrown off their ships by the force of the explosions, swam through oil burning on the surface of the harbor. Rescue boats dragged them, alive and dead, from the inferno of flame and water. Thick smoke from the burning ships provided some cover from the Japanese planes. But through the smoke, the attackers saw a single American battleship on the move. It was Nevada, badly damaged, but bravely trying to make the open sea. Japanese bombers swarmed down in an effort to sink her and block the channel. When she could go no further, to prevent the great ship from blocking the channel, her commander ran her aground at Hospital Point. At about 10 o'clock, a little more than 2 hours after they had first appeared, the Japanese planes departed to the north. They had inflicted on the United States Navy the greatest disaster in its history. 21 vessels, including all 8 first-line battleships, were sunk or damaged. Some 170 planes, both Army and Navy, destroyed. And the dead, more than 2,400. Another 1,200 wounded. Sailors, airmen, Marines, soldiers, and civilians. The victory was bought for a small price. 29 Japanese planes shot down, 55 airmen killed. 9 of the 10 midget subcrewmen also died. One was captured to become America's first prisoner of war.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
Last night in Waikiki, here's the view from the room. Here we go. United Terminal 2. Aww. So Cassandra just got stopped at checkpoint with her knife that she had been she thought she lost. She did misplace long ago. That got all the way through LAX to here, and then they found it here. Anything you'd like to say, trying to bring a knife on board a plane?
Just give me money so I can buy it again.
because you'll see it on the way. There goes your summer job. The robot got it. They're pre-boarding right now. the LA skyline. Nice smoggy. Our obligatory return video with all the dots in the foreground. She's so hot that she's not quite out of it. I just gave her some water. Thena, look! It's the tribe. It's the pack. No, she's not getting it. She's not getting it on the phone. Alright, we'll see you soon.
She smells like grandma.
Yeah, I'm going straight out and bathe her. Oh, the pack is all together. Oh, aloha. Oh, aloha.